DJ Matthews. What have you seen from DJ in the spring and summer that's made you think he's going to be a contributor to this team?
Yeah, he brings a lot of explosiveness and energy to the team. He's a guy that everybody want to be around. Anytime you see him walking out of the tunnel, going out to practice, just people come gravitate to him. He's just one of those guys that everybody loves. He works extremely hard. And I feel like he's definitely gonna have a great season this year because of all the work that he puts in.
Michael, you and Sean Clifford, I think, had a little banter about the play going on. I was going to say, do you have any relationship with Sean? I cover Penn State.
So in order to do that, first time I really forgot was that QB takeover with Quincy Avery out in Georgia. We spent some time together there throwing stuff. We communicated. That's when we were just joking about that play. Obviously it's in the past, but it was still good to talk about it and stuff. I feel like he's a great guy, a great quarterback, and we definitely have a good relationship. I just saw him this past weekend at Manning Passing Academy as well. So it's good seeing him, and I wish the best for him.
How much does the play come up when you guys are just hanging out talking? Trying to ignore it?
Now we got to take it to the field, and we'll have a pretty good indication of where we are when it happens.
But football's a dangerous sport. Race car driving is a dangerous sport. Race car drivers say they never think about the danger in driving. They can be killed. You've been injured a couple of times. What goes through a player's mind after they've had a couple of injuries like you've had?
Yeah, I mean, it's important.
I'm not sure. I can't speak for others, but for myself, I know for sure, like, I have a good support system. I got a lot of people behind me, that's going to continue to push me along the way and keep me positive. So I feel like no matter what, I'm not going to be rattled, So every time I step on that field, I'm going to go all out, and I'm not going to think about those things because, I'm there for one reason. That's to get a win and help the team win. So no matter what, when I'm on that field, it's go time.
Mike, did you find the first two times you came back from injuries, once you came back and you were back on the field, were you able to put it out of your mind?
Yeah, like I said, it's almost like a switch, I've been playing this game all my life, and I've seen different injuries occur, and I've seen people bounce back, and I feel that same thing with me. Like I can bounce back from anything, So I just continue to push myself to control what I can control, just focus on everything I can, stay in the training room, make sure that whenever that time comes and I'm on that field, I can go all out and don't have to worry about those things.
Mike, obviously you've got a full schedule ahead of you. What's the opportunity going to be like for this team specifically to get to the end of the season and play Purdue after the old open bucket games against them twice last year?
Yeah, it's going to be great. That was a bummer. We all wanted to play that game. I know a lot of people wanted to see that game, but that was last year. We got them this year. For sure. With the COVID being better, so it's just great to have fans there. That's a game that all the fans will want to be at. Definitely even last year, even though we didn't play, fans, like if we did, fans would have wanted to be there. That's like a huge rivalry in Indiana. So I feel like it's definitely going to be a good season this year.
Like a lot of players have said that locker rooms are having conversations trying to encourage teammates to get vaccinated, but it's like a weird conversation to have. Are those conversations happening with you guys?
Because of the requirement
a lot of guys are having conversations in locker rooms about vaccination.
Every single day.
Yeah, but it's like a weird conversation to have with some people, right? So are you guys having those talks amongst yourselves, or is coach encouraging you guys to?
Yeah, as far as the vaccination,
I need to see them execute the behaviors on a day-to-day basis.
Usually be with families. How do you feel about it? They're not really pressuring you to get it. They told us that we needed to get it, but like at the end of the day, they just want to do whatever is best for us. I feel like our university, they protect us, so I don't think they'll put us in any harm's way. So I feel like as far as that, we really don't talk about it like in a positive or negative way.
We had a coach-led team.
Are you vaccinated?
We're moving forward. We're gradually moving toward a player-led team. Leaders are starting to emerge because there's
Marcelino Ball, he's a great player. He works extremely hard. He's probably one of the hardest workers on our team. I feel like he's definitely determined. You know, he works hard every day. He pushes everybody around him as well. You know, he brings everybody with him. That's one thing that I like about it. And I feel like he's gonna have a great season this year. Y'all gonna have to watch out for him.
One more question.
Marcelino Ball, he customizes cleats. Yes, sir.
Coach Tom Allen, he seems like he's the perfect game day motivator. What is it about him that gets you guys fired up, ready to run to a brick wall?
And the teaching.
It's just how genuine he is. You know, from day one all the way to now, you know, since I was being recruited, you know, he's been the same guy. And that's what a lot of people like about him, you know. We know that no matter what, we're going to get the same thing out of him every day, you know. We're not going to get a day where we don't see him smile, you know. And that's something that we like. And just having him in our corner, you know, he really cares about us, and he cares about our future. So that's something that gives us that drive and want to go out and play for him every day.
Michael, going back to last year.
Growing up in Florida, you're here in Indiana in the wintertime. How big of an adjustment was that for you coming up from Tampa to think, man, I'm in Bloomington. It's a cool place, but it's really cold.
Right. Yeah. At first, it was tough. When I first got here, it was like -5. It was like it's the coldest it's ever been. But you know, it got better. It's not that it don't get that cold anymore. But that really don't bother me as much. You know, like as far as football, like when I'm on the field, if it's out there cold, like my adrenaline is up too high, so I really don't notice it too much. But I feel like there's definitely a big adjustment.
What's it like playing quarterback in the Big Ten? I mean, the leader of the team, obviously the quarterback is typically the leader of the team. How special is that for you to bring those other teammates around?
Yeah, it's very special. And then being a starting quarterback in the Big Ten, you know, it's a great thing. You know, it's you know, like Coach Allen told me, you know, one thing he said about the quarterback and the head coach position, we have a saying, like when things go good, we get all the credit. When things go bad, you know, we get the blame. You know, that's something that comes with being in that position. That's anywhere. But I'm definitely blessed to play this position. And I feel like it's definitely a position for me.
Thank you.
Michael, going back to last year, playing against Michigan, the offense really was able to expose the defense in multiple ways. What allowed you guys to do that, and what were you seeing out there?
Yeah, just with our preparation, you know, just guys buying in, you know, buying into the game plan that Coach put in, and Coach put in a great game plan that week. You know, all the things that we expected to execute, we executed it. That's how I feel with any game. You know, any team we play, as long as we go out and execute, you know, to the best we can, you know, I feel like we'll have a good season.
And now it's not your position coach, but what was it like for you to see Mike Hart leave Indiana and go to Michigan?
Yeah, that's where he started. So, you know, like it's some things that people can't just forget about. You know, that's somewhere he started. You know, he had a great career there, and he's a great coach. You know, I always respect him no matter what. You know, Coach Hart, he's a guy that always was in my corner. You know, he always pushed me. You know, like through my injuries and stuff, he always checked up on me and stuff like that. So I really appreciate him. So him being at Michigan, you know, like I'm still gonna respect him as a coach, but we're on the opposite team now. So when we play Michigan, you know, we're against each other. But after that game, we're still cool.
We're looking for the athlete. We're looking for the player with the right mental disposition. We want players that want to be smart. We want guys that want to compete at the highest level. We want guys that look at our schedule and want that. We want that. Know that this is what it's going to be. You know, this is what's going to be in conference, year in and year out. We want players to look at that and say, I want that schedule. I want that challenge. I'm going to be able to compete at the highest level. I'm going to go to Michigan State.
Yeah, something we know. Coach Allen always talks about. You know, he pushes us to be our best. You know, playing with that chip on our shoulder that allows us to go out and just do the extra things. You know, do things that's going to help us be a great team.
He can laugh about it now. You know, but Coach Izzo has been very, very supportive of me, my staff, and our program in general.
Fans and stuff like that. You know,
routinely
you guys. We focus on what's in our locker room. You know, the things that the outside noises, the outside distractions. You know, we just we're muscle blind, as Coach Allen always say. You know, just focus on what's going on in our locker room.
We all know that.
Control, you know, all those things, like things gonna be said no matter what, good or bad, you know. But we can't let that like waver how we play.
We don't know that.
That's not something that we really focus on, to be honest.
To win every game on our schedule. That's the goal. Now, whether we can do that, that remains to be seen. But if we do the things on a
it means a lot. You know, it just shows how much work we put in. You know, everybody put in a lot of work. You know, since freshman year, you know, my freshman class, we had a lot of guys that came in early and played a lot of football. You know, so it just showed how much confidence we had. You know, and just having that, you know, it just gives us that confidence and that excitement to want to go out and go out and play for each other. You know, and just go out and be great.
Michael,
win the one-on-one, take teams into the fourth quarter, be best conditioned, and
what did
find
he
a
do
way to get it done in the
better
end.
last year as a
That's
receiver?
what we're
it's
here
great
to do.
having him back.
I mean,
You know,
there's
he
no
was
excuses,
obviously
no explanations. At the end of the day, you know, you're either
our
in the
best wide
left-hand
receiver
column or
last year.
not.
You know, he put up a lot of good numbers. You know, he made a lot of tough catches. You know, and we expect him to do that this year as well. You know, he's a great receiver, but not only is he a great receiver, he helps the younger guys. You know, the guys that's coming to meet them. You know, I see Ty like always talking to them, like trying to help them out. You know, it gets to a point where it's bigger than yourself. You know, it's not about yourself. You know, Ty knows he has all these accomplishments that he had, and like he knows he's getting talked about a lot. But like if you see Ty, he's a very humble guy. You know, he stayed level-headed. He just continues to work, and that's what I like about him.
Did you pick up any pearls of wisdom from Peyton Manning last week when you were down there?
Yeah, he just told me, he was telling the group, you know, just control what you can control. You know, we're all quarterbacks, we're all leaders on the team. You know, we got to push our team to be great. And when we go out and do like different reps and stuff, like out there with receivers and stuff like that, he told us just focus on doing the reps until you can't get it wrong. You know, just make sure you do all the things right, all the little things right. You know, don't let anything slip by.
And you were on the other side of that too. You had young kids looking up to you as a respected college player. What was that like to have all those eyes on you?
Yeah, it was great. You know, it was a great experience. You know, those guys definitely showed a lot of respect to all the quarterbacks there and all the coaches there. All those guys out there, those are guys that were willing to work. You know, so I really enjoyed being out there, and I actually had a lot of fun. Like my voice is kind of going a little bit from there too. So that was a great time. You know, always like just working with those kids and seeing how hard they work. It was very good.
All right, thank you.
It's a collective effort.